TNT Wednesday, they're turning the courtroom upside down. This much fun should be illegal. Don't miss an all-new Franklin and Bash Wednesday, 9/8 Central, only on TNT.
Trouble for Denny Hamlin, left rear flat. I'm surprised that thing didn't come off and it just tear the fender. He got very lucky. He made it back to pit lane because he came across the start-finish line with it flat. Gonna lose a lot of track position, but they're gonna get it fixed.
And Tony Stewart had not made a pit stop under this caution. He's in now, Larry.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the reason he did this, guys, remember, he only has high gear. He does not have third gear. And on a restart, you would absolutely get run over. So he stayed out. They get the one to go. He comes to pit road. He'll be at the back of the field, quite honestly, where he needs to be without third gear.
But how big of a split is it now? Because the gears are tight anyway, Larry. How big is the split between second and fourth?
I think the split between second and fourth isn't as big because third gear is so tall in these cars, but still, you don't want to be out there. Tony's the kind of guy, he doesn't want to get in anybody's way either, but I think the big development there is Denny. I'd like to see if he's able to come back through the field. He's got a full fuel run, and I feel like from following him, he wasn't going 100%. When I saw him early in the race, he was holding back a little bit, so we're going to see how fast that 11 car is now.
Yeah, he'll have to go 100% now because he's going to restart 21st.
Oh, my God. I thought that was a great impersonation of Carl Edwards going on there by Larry McReynolds.
Hey, Larry.
I didn't get that for a minute. Oh, my God, Larry, you had me for a minute.
Hey, Larry, ask Carl what he's doing next week. He's pretty good at this, you know?
I will be in the Aflac Ford Fusion at Michigan. I will not be in the booth.
I just want you to know this TV work is some hard stuff.
I can see how tough it is. Yeah, I really feel for you guys.
What about the two-tire stop for Montoya, Carl?
I think the reason he stopped is not because Brian Patty thought, hey, I'm going to get a big advantage here. I think he was worried that other people saw what they did early. They were going to take two, and then he was going to be way back. So I think he did it again. But he's still the only guy up there getting two tires, and I don't know if it's going to pay off in the long run.
In clean air, you have fallen victim a lot to that.
Yeah, clean air is huge. Montoya will probably get another great start like he did before, and if he's got the clean air, he might have something for him.
Jeff Gordon with him on the front row. We get the restart with 41 to go.
Yeah, but then he's got to turn. I think the guys with the four tires are going to be better off when he gets to the corner.
Kurt Busch, Jimmy Johnson right behind. Denny Hamlin on this restart in the 20th position after that tire issue, and there goes Gordon to the inside for the lead.
And Jimmy Johnson's right there, pushing him down on the low side, and those two guys are going to smoke through and take the spot away.
It worked for Jeff Gordon. Jimmy Johnson trying to do the same, and Kurt Busch lines up in that inside lane.
3 wide, here we go.
Spread them out and let them race. Kurt Busch on the bottom lane, going to go to second in the running order.
Kyle Busch in the 18 car making some ground down there on the bottom. 24 set sail.
Talked about the situation for Tony Stewart. He is now 25th on the scoreboard. What's the latest on the 11, Marty?
Well, Adam, we found the problem for Denny Hamlin. This is the left rear tire that came off, and if you'll notice, there is no valve stem here. All the air leaked out of the tire. They have no idea how the valve stem came off, but it definitely came off when the 11 team put it on.
Yeah, I guess if anything good out of it, they did it. It happened before they went back green,
and it happened on a yellow pit stop. Look at these guys right at the top.
3 wide for third. That's Kyle Busch to the inside of Montoya.
Remember all that, give and taken?
Yeah, it's gone.
We're not there anymore.
We're within 40. We're within 40 to go. Yeah. But here they're still 3 wide, going into turn 3.
Yeah, Kevin Harvick started 32nd. It's his time of the race. He's back in the top 10 and trying to get around Ryan Newman here. This would put him 6th.
Johnson's lost a lot of spots, and a lot of that has to do with it. He seems to keep finding himself in the center. Uh-oh, we got somebody smoking down there. Is that the 11 car? Denny Hamlin's got smoke coming out the back. Oh.
And it's that left rear tire again. Hamlin dominated the first half of this race, leading 76 laps.
And he had to have been hit in the left rear corner to knock the valve stem out and to still have a rub.
Yeah, probably a pit lane.
And to still have a rub because obviously they didn't anticipate the rub.
What's the latest, Marty?
Adam, there is damage on the left rear. Also, that Mike Ford told him, keep going. There is some rubber wrapped around the housing. They think part of that is burn off from that rubber burning off, but there also obviously is a rub as well, guys.
Yeah, and that's a good point. Yeah, now the quarter panel's gone.
There's a lot. There's a lot. Yeah, something definitely contact-wise there somewhere.
Yeah, now the lower quarter panel's gone, and it could be exactly like Mike said. There could be rubber as you blow one of these things or they come apart. It wraps around the housing itself. Lucky sometimes they don't bust a brake line or pull a brake line off.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. riding 12th in this race. He was in the top 10 most of the afternoon.
And just watching the 11 cars, normally when you don't have that fender down, it loosens up the car. He's lost downforce on the car because of that damage, so he's not going to have as good enough car as he had earlier.
And Larry can always speak better to these things than I can, and I will say that. We talk so much about dirty air. We talk so much about downforce. We talk so much about aero push and aero loose and things like that. We're talking about air going not only over the car, but under the car. The air that comes and escapes from the side panels, the air that's vented out from under the car. And when you get that left rear beat in like that, it totally changes the airflow around the car.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. going over the line in his pit stall in that last cycle. That's why he's outside the top 10. At the front, his teammate, Jeff Gordon. Jeff Gordon leads Kurt Busch, and there we got problems. Greg Biffle was back close to the top 10, spinning off of turn 3, and he hits
right there, try to get it going.
No caution on the track.
No caution.
He's going to need some rubber, that's for sure.
Come on down.
There's nothing left on those 4 tires.
4 tires.
34 laps to go. That will put you squarely behind the 8 ball.
Well, if you're going to spin, that's a really good place to do it.
Perfect place. And you know, he spun far enough off the racetrack. As you watch this, he spins far enough off the racetrack. And this racetrack is so wide, as you see coming up out of turn 4.
Right here when he's spun?
Yeah.
I think that Greg Irwin's like, pit. No, I'm sure he wasn't.
No. But as he buzzed the tires and that thing come around, I mean, perfect place, just as you said. Because now, even though he did lose a lot of time, he's still hauling the mail here like it's a green flag stop.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And because he passed the cone and because of the stuff, he circles around, he comes on in, can change his tires. Now this is early, way early in the run, but at the same time, it's not going to kill him.
The View riding with Dale Jr.
Come on. Keep coming there. No caution. Keep coming.
Yeah, with 33 laps to go, he's outside the window to be able to go the distance, which kills him too.
Yeah, that's going to kill him on that part. But you know, if they catch another caution, he's okay. But at this point in time, he's basically taking him out of a one-stop race to now he's a two-stop race.
Right. Started 37th, had an issue on pit road fueling the car, lost a ton of track position there, had worked his way up to 12th, and then that spin you just saw. Jeff Gordon leads, Kurt Busch 0.8 of a second behind and closing in. There you see the 24, the 22 right behind. Then it's the younger Busch brother, Kyle, in 3rd. Montoya, who has led 38 laps today, in 4th. NASCAR fans voted at sprint.com/speed on the driver they wanted to go in car with today, and it would be one Dale Earnhardt Jr. Listen in.
That's a downshift.
The EvoCam taking you on board with Dale Earnhardt Jr. Fuel your inner NASCAR fan with live in-car audio and real-time stats. Available on NASCAR Sprint Cup Mobile and the HTC Evo 4G. Only from Sprint at sprint.com/speed. Jeff Gordon leading with 31 laps to go at Pocono. 28 laps to go at Pocono. Things starting to get interesting. Seeing some green flag pit stops. Tony Stewart came down pit lane. 29 laps to go when he made a green flag pit stop. And here comes Montoya 1 lap later, Marty.
A little bit early for the stop for Juan Montoya, but this is in the window, so they can make it all the way. I did talk to Brian Patty. It will be 4 tires this time for this 42 team. They have done 2 tires 3 times today, 3 separate times trying to get track position. This 4-tire stop, very minimal changes, a little bit loose on the end, and wanting to wait until they can very end get all the fuel in, guys.
If I'm Montoya, there's one thing I don't want to see, and that's a green-white checker finish, Larry.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I think we'll see more drivers hit pit road. Even though with the load of fuel they would have after pitting on lap 156, they could go to